So we got another motivational video. This one is coming to you from cartoons. Okay, so I absolutely love the cartoons. I like how they throw little messages in there. Some of them, granted, are a lot for our entertainment. Hence, I think in Shrek, it's where Pinocchio is wearing a G-string. Don't think that's for kids. But this is all talking about mental. So I talk a lot about how your mental game is so important. I say all the time that I am not something special. I really am not. We are all capable of things that I've done. We are all capable of being stronger than what we are. We are all capable of greatness. We really are. It just is a matter of who has linked enough pain and enough pleasure to things, who literally recognizes that if they think it enough, it will happen. Like, I talk about positive affirmations all the time, and I talk about how every day for like 7 years, I had to tell myself in the morning and at night that I'm not stupid, because for 20-something years, I heard that I was. Not saying, I basically, it took me 7 years to really truly believe that, and that not be like a emotional trigger word for me. Sometimes I hear the word now and it just brings back old feelings, but truly in a non-cocky way, I do know that I'm not stupid. But for years, I was told that I would never amount to anything, that I would work in a crappy job, or that I would just be like terrible things, that even if I was those things, it doesn't mean that I'm stupid. All the things that my father used to tell me that I would amount to, it's basically putting those things down, and I won't even do that, because I don't think that there's anything wrong with the positions that he thought that I would be in, which he was basically dogging me if I did go there. But whatever. That being said, we're going to actually get to the point of this video. So 2 movies that I watched in the past couple days, and I decided to make this video. My son loves Happy Feet. I've done a couple little videos of him dancing to the beginning part of it. And in the video, there's a part with the walrus, where the penguins are trying to cross the path, and the walrus says, the penguin said, all you really have to do is just back up. And the walrus says, I can't do that. And then he explains a scenario, and he says, I can't back up right now, because if I do, I'll know in the back of my mind that I backed up for a penguin. Basically that, even though the point was, I mean, he's backing up to help somebody out, but that wasn't the point. The point was the message that he was sending afterwards. What he said afterwards was, if I back up now, then in the future, when he's fighting for his land, for his family, in the back of his mind, he'll remember that time that he backed up for a penguin. And then his other walrus that's fighting him will see the doubt in his face and in his everything, and then he will be defeated. And that is basically, immediately as soon as I heard that, I mean, I heard it a long time ago, but it just inspired me to do a video. And that's what it is. Like, you look at a dumbbell, or you look at an exercise, and immediately you think, oh my God, I can't do this. And then that totally overtakes. You think about a goal that you want to have, and then you think about what it's going to take to get there, and immediately you think, oh my God, I can't do this. And that affects you. That's why I say there's the 4 components of fitness: good nutrition, consistent, good quality cardio, quality in your target heart rate zones, good resistance training, not with light weights, dynamic movements, power, core, not ab movements, like incorporating core in between, and then the mental focus. Because as I've mentioned in another video, if you don't think that you can do it, if there's even the slightest bit of doubt, then these 3 things that you might think you're doing great, you could be doing a little bit better if you had that 100% fire. That's what I mean. These might be great, but they could be phenomenal if you 100% believe that you can do it. And then another little lesson was, we were watching Megamind, and there was a part where Megamind got thrown into the wall, and the Titan, I think it was, made a comment to him about losing or whatever, and then Megamind says, there's nothing wrong with losing, or failure. I think he said losing. He said, the best part about losing is that you learn a lesson, and that's legitimately it. And I say that in all my videos. don't be so hard on yourself if you don't do so great, or if one day you feel like you didn't do as good as you could have done. It doesn't matter. Acknowledge what you did. If you try something and you fail at it, keep trying. If you, I talk about one of my clients, and this just popped into my head real quick, but one of my clients in Southern California, she was trying this exercise that she saw one of my clients do on Facebook, and she fell off the ball a couple times, but she kept getting back on. So it's not about like trying and failing and then that's it. It's about trying and failing and trying and failing and trying. Those that have failed are the ones that appreciate the success that much more. So don't ever give up, because it does not matter how long it takes. 7 years is a long time to tell yourself that you're not stupid. 7 years, or however many years, or months. Like people ask me all the time, how long did it take you to get into shape? And I can't really answer that, because I've been working out since I was 16, up and down. My weight went up, went down. I was 180 something. I was down to 119 because I was sick. So it was up, and I became a trainer 13 years ago. I gained weight when I had a baby. I gained 35 pounds exactly. However, I was heavier when I got pregnant. So started at 147, got up to 182, if I believe, was down to 135 before I went back to work as a fitness manager. I took off exactly 3 months. We induced labor. So I took off 2 weeks before, induced labor, 2.5 months. Me and my husband did double days. He would go, I would go, he would go, I would go. And because I was determined to be back in shape before I went back to work. So if you keep trying and trying and trying, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it will eventually happen. Do not give up. There are so many, I posted a long time ago, I posted a picture of all the different people in the world, like great people, like even Disneyland, the guy that created Disneyland. I think somewhere in there's a mention that he attempted to get something like this up and running for a certain amount of years. And then he just didn't give up. And now here we are with Disneyland and Disney World. And then there were a couple scientists and stuff like that on there. So anything's possible. You can do it. Don't lose your faith. Tell yourself every day that you can do it. You know, and listen to the message, not about G-string and Pinocchio, but listen to the messages everywhere. There are signs everywhere. I did download a picture and I might post it, and it says, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. That's all it says. And I'm going to post that. So like, there are signs everywhere. Look for the positive in every situation and force yourself to be positive and believe that you can do it, because we are all capable of anything. Please do not forget that.